after I read The Machine, what's it like? I said, you tell me. It's not like anything I've ever read.
The Machine will premiere in theaters on May 26th. And this question is for both of you. Ultimately, what can fans expect from this film?
Oh, I think they can expect to be surprised. It's fun when you don't know anything about a movie and you go into it and you go, this isn't what I expected. That's the best. When you see a movie and you go, whoa, 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 whoa. What? Like when they told me about Footloose when I was a kid, I go, these kids can't dance. Am I supposed to like this? And then I came out and I was like, I want to start dancing. I mean, I saw The Karate Kid the same way. I didn't know what I was expecting. And that's the beauty of this movie. We kept all the jokes out of the trailer. I think it's going to be a lot bigger than anyone thinks it is. It's hilarious, and it's a high-end action comedy that moves forward. And I think they're going to see parts of Mark and that they'll never going to be able to unsee again.
Well, when I read this script, my kids will ask me, so what's it like? I said, well, it's a sailor on a submarine. It's like Alien set on a submarine. There's always something you can compare it to. They said, after I read The Machine, what's it like? I said, you tell me. It's not like anything I've ever read. And that's a real plus. It's so original and so outrageous. It's just a perfect escapism movie. You can just forget about anything going on in your life that you don't like and watch desperate people in a desperate situation acting really, really stupid. Moronic behavior on a level of almost art.
Absolutely. So, Bert, I want to ask you this. This film is based on a story you told during your stand-up show years back. So ultimately, how did the idea of the film come about?
I was the producer, Cale, when he bought it. I was pitching another movie, 2 movies.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'll do it. I was like, what? And he's like, I'll make a movie with you. I want to make a movie with you. Which one do you want to make? And I was like, well, if I get to make a movie, I want to make The Machine. He's like, yeah, why didn't you pitch that? And I was like, I don't know, because if it's good, then I'll get kidnapped by the Russian mafia. And then he just looked at me and he goes, sold. That's our movie right there. It's part Godfather 2 meets The Hangover. I love it. And so, I mean, and the whole process, I was just surrounded by people that do their job at a very high end. I mean, everyone, including all the actors. I mean, I'll tell you, when you watch this movie, you're going to go, wow, Bert can act. I can't act. It's just when I'm talking to Mark on his camera, I can do it back to him. Like I would have to make, I remember there was a scene where I cried and they're like, oh, do that again. So I was like, well, I didn't do it. Mark did this thing with his eyes. Can you get Mark, can you do the things with your eyes? And Mark goes, you mean act? Yeah, I can do that. I can definitely do that for you.
Well, acting is listening. And Bert listens. I mean, he listens and he reacts. So that's all you need to do. But in terms of casting, I mean, the people that are playing this sociopathic Russian family, they're so good. It's like they're almost in a different movie. They are in like a very serious spy movie. And it's just a wonderful fish out of water comedy for the two of us being kidnapped by Ava Babbitt, who's wonderful in the film. Everybody. I mean, a lot of these actors I'd never seen before, and they all do such a great job. It's a wonderful ensemble, a movie where everybody gets a chance to shine.
Well, Mark, I'm going to ask you this last question. And you talk about the script and how you read it, and it's something that you never read before. So ultimately, what was the best thing about filming this movie?
Well, one of the things I was wondering when I'm reading it, how are they going to do this?
You said that a lot.
I did.
A lot of times you'd be like, wait, how are you going to get him? You're going to literally throw him off a truck. How are we doing this?
You're going to punch someone in an open wound and get your fist stuck in it? I said to Peter, you got to take that out. I mean, it's just going to kill the comedy. I mean, because when reality intrudes on comedy, it's a laugh killer. But I mean, I was glad to be proven wrong. Now it's like one of the most memorable things in the movie. I mean, to have a dead body fall on top of you like that, it's creepy and yet somehow funny and endearing.
Absolutely. Well, Bert, Mark, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks
I
for
really
having
do
us.
appreciate it. Oh yeah, continued success to both of you.